So I've always had pets growing up, whether it be in dog, cats, fish, birds, mice. I even own a spider now, which I never thought I would. But one animal I will never, ever own again, and if you've seen the title or the thumbnail of this video, you already know the answer, is a hamster. They are the most fucked up animals I think may exist, right behind dolphins, but that's a whole nother story. Seriously, I think they are maybe the most traumatizing thing to have happened to me during my childhood. Let me take you back. So, me and my grandma and my little cousin Cammie went to a pet store one day, and my grandma, I guess she was feeling generous, decided to get us a hamster each. We were incredibly excited and loved these things. We enjoyed learning how to take care of them. We enjoyed watching them explore the house and their little ball thing that they could, run around in. And they were cute and fuzzy. Like, how could you not love them? But don't let that cute and fuzzy exterior fool you. Well, I had the female hamster named Haley. Cammie had the male hamster with giant testicles named Hector. And I really do mean this thing had giant testicles. It was astonishing. He basically came with his own beanbag chair. And I guess at one point they got busy and made babies. And we were honestly really excited about that because we're like, oh, a bunch of free baby hamsters. Until one day we noticed a couple of babies were missing. And that was weird because these little hamsters couldn't even open their eyes yet. How are they leaving the cage and, running around the house? Like, that didn't make any sense. We could not figure out what happened to them. And then, a couple days later, we ended up finding the remaining hamsters dead in the cage. And we were honestly heartbroken. I remember distinctly having a little baby hamster funeral out in our front yard with like a shallow grave that we dug with a spoon. And, we were really sad about the passing of those hamsters. But then there were more baby hamsters, because I guess Hector and Haley just really liked each other. And that's when we found out what happened to those other hamsters. Haley was eating her babies. This was horrifying, and I don't know if you know, but it's apparently extremely common for hamsters to eat their young. They basically look for reasons to do it, whether you handle them too much, you don't handle them enough, they eat too much, they don't eat enough, they are too young to have kids, they're too old to have kids. It's a fucking miracle we have any hamsters alive today because they just love eating their children. I'm calming down. Anyway, we decided since Haley couldn't have babies without eating them, then no more baby making for her. So we separated her and Hector. They had different cages. However, Haley saw a loophole. She apparently had a batch brewing, gave birth to more kids, ate all of them, except for one. She kept one of her children to breed with, to make more children, so she could keep eating her babies. What is wrong with this hamster? We gave her back. We were done with this. My mama took her back to the pet store. They were like, take her. We don't want her. She made Hannibal Lecter look like a distinguished gentleman. She can go be someone else's nightmare pet. But Hector was okay. Hector, he was a sweet hamster as far as we could tell. Never ate a child. And, he seemed fine, even though he did have giant balls. However, he still ended up leaving us traumatized. I'll tell you why. One day, Hector did get out. I don't know how exactly. I don't remember if he just escaped through the cage at some point. Anyway, Hector did escape. Cammie was distraught. We had all the neighborhood kids looking for this hamster with us. She was going door to door asking everyone if they've seen her rodent in their yard, which everyone said no. My grandpa was actually a preacher at the local church, and she had him put in a prayer request that Hector returns. So this was a huge deal for her. I had a lot of pets growing up. Cammie did not have very many pets. So this hamster was like her baby. Well, the next day, wouldn't you know it, somebody came knocking at our door. They had found Hector in their front yard and put him in a shoebox and brought him home. Cammie was overjoyed at this. it's hard to put into words how happy it made this little child. She was so worried about him escaping again that she fell asleep in front of the hamster cage that night. I was sleeping in the couch. Cammy fell asleep in the floor in front of the cage, and we also had a new puppy named Onyx who was sleeping with us. So we kind of had a little camp out in the living room. It was actually really nice. I was sleeping really good, and then I woke up to a shriek. So apparently, throughout the night, Hector tried to escape again, except his head got stuck in the bars, and he couldn't get his fat hamster face back in the bars. And Onyx, being a teething puppy, noticed this and decided that would make a great chew toy. So apparently all night Onyx was just chewing on Hector's face. It killed him. And Cammy woke up to the drool-covered, mangled head of her beloved hamster. And yeah, that is how Hector left us traumatized, even though it wasn't exactly his fault. But what's done is done, I guess. So the moral of the story is, do not get your kid a hamster. They will almost guaranteed to be scarred after owning one. And if they are not scarred, or if you have owned a hamster and you're not mentally scarred from it, consider yourself one of the lucky ones, because they are messed up creatures. But that's basically about it for today. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to order one of my amazing new lemon squid shirts. Pre-orders end on March 15th, so definitely be sure to get one. You're helping me out a whole lot. You're helping a local business who's helping me print these out a whole lot. It's the best way to support the channel right now, and it'll mean a lot to me. So, you know, just throwing that out there. But other than that, I do hope you have a good rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.